caregivers to share their insights, because this is a group thing. I very much believe it takes a village to share our insights to help each other, and you never know when you're going to pick up a word of wisdom or two. So I have two responses from two different caregivers with a very different caregiving situation. So I will read to you what Melissa sent me. All right, so let me put it over here. Okay, and this is from a family caregiver, Melissa, who attends Caregiving Cafe regularly. She's a long distance family caregiver for her mother, I believe is in South Carolina, and she goes back and forth every so often to see how things are doing. She has two sisters over there. And she wanted to share some insights about placing a loved one in senior living. And first she said, these are all her words, do your research. Check with regulating agencies about any infractions the facility may have incurred. Check to see if the facility has undergone any name changes in order to have a quote-unquote fresh start. Visit the facility without your loved one, then visit them and have a meal there if possible, to sample the food and observe interactions of staff with residents. And remember, the most expensive facility is not always the best one. Once you have chosen your facility, visit often at different times of the day. Ingratiate yourself to the staff and be kind. I might add, visit on the weekend as well. Be patient with your loved one. Be compassionate. One of the things that really resonates with me is about preserving my mom's dignity in all of this. Put yourself in their shoes. I had a tough day on the 4th of July. My mom thought I was there in North Carolina and kept talking about my dad and me helping take care of things at their home. After some time alone to pray, the Lord impressed upon me that it was okay for mom to think that daddy was still alive and that I was there to help. If that's where she wants to park her mind and she's happy and content with that, there's no better place for her to be. So meet them where they are and don't correct them about every detail. And lastly, the Amazon Echo show has been a lifeline for me being out of state, and especially while my mom was in quarantine in the COVID unit they set up. It allows me to talk to and see my mom, talk with aides when they are in her room, and advocate on behalf of my mom. I included a picture of the show that I have. It does require internet service, so that is a consideration for being able to have the device. Also, I have been reminded in my grief share class that I've been doing in the class that she's been doing, that we all handle things differently. So we need to be patient with each other. We each have our own strengths, and we try really hard to work together for the benefit of my mom. So that was from Melissa, and I said South Carolina, but she's actually in North Carolina. So if I may, I would like to also share some insights from Julia. She also used to attend Caregiving Cafe regularly over the past several years, but right now her husband is on hospice and things are very, very serious, and she's exhausted, and this is what she offered. I've been swamped here at home with my sick husband on hospice and zero help for me. My crisis management continues to intensify. I am very tired. The very first thing that comes to my mind for caregiving is this: You need to have all of your legal documents in place already before the health crisis worsens. I've been caregiver to my husband for 10 years now, mostly doing it all alone. I've had to learn a whole lot very fast. I made a lot of mistakes. There's no transition time, no room for assumptions, scarcely time to research elder attorneys once a health crisis strikes. I had no idea exactly what or which legal documents should be in place. And Lord knows we are seniors. Medical power of attorney and living will or directives to physicians are a bare bones minimum. But you really need to have the other legal documents already executed and signed and maybe officially processed before any health issues strike. If not, then don't waste a minute of time. At least get the basic documents done by an attorney ASAP. Estate planning and having legal documents in place is the wisest thing a caregiver can do. If not ahead of the crisis, then right away before things get worse. Start networking to find an attorney. Review what legal documents you have in place already. There often needs to be updating. Networking with other caregivers helps. Get an attorney who is experienced. I must add, not all attorneys are elder law attorneys. That's the kind you want. Don't procrastinate. Regrets are no fun. And lastly, Julia said, be good to yourself. So there you have a couple of sets of insights from family caregivers, both long distance and local. And take that to heart. I did not pay them to say this, so they really mean it. And I hope that all of these tips help you somehow. Thank you.